Warning? Spoilers for Star Trek. Lower Decks Season 3, Episode 7. A mathematically perfect redemption. The ending of Star Trek. Lower Decks Season 3, Episode 7 teases a robotic alliance between Peanut Hamper, Keither Donahue, and Agimus, Jeffrey Combs, that could attack Starfleet. Peanut Hamper, the treasonous former ensign from the USS Cerritos, was locked up on Earth at the Daystrom Institute's self-aware megalomaniacal computer storage. Unfortunately, the exocomp was short-sightedly placed in a cell right next to Agimus, the evil A. That ensigns Bradward Boimler, Jack Quaid, and Beckett Mariner, Tawny Newsome, captured in Star Trek. Lower Decks Season 2. Given their maniacal laughter, the two evil machines are obviously plotting to do some awful things together. Agimus was apprehended by the Cerritos lower deckers after he passed himself off as a planet's deity and forced its inhabitants to fight a war that lasted a century. Meanwhile, Peanut Hamper is one of Starfleet's worst traitors. After deserting the Cerritos in Star Trek Lower Decks Season 1 finale, the exocomp managed to crash land on the planet Aerolus, a non-Federation world of humanoid bird people. Peanut Hamper seemed to be on a path to redemption, but in truth, she invited Rachmani scavengers to attack Areolus and steal their hidden technology. After she was found out, the unrepentant exocomp threatened to contact the Borg to assimilate everyone, Starfleet and Area alike. Together, Agimus and Peanut Hamper legitimately pose a grave threat to Starfleet if they can escape from the Daystrom Institute. Starfleet has faced many robotic threats throughout Star Trek. Starfleet has battled many rogue androids, evil artificial intelligence, and diabolical robots throughout Star Trek. Of course, the Borg are at the top of the list among the greatest enemies of the United Federation of Planets. Agimus is inspired, in part, by Landru, another AI who took over a planet in Star Trek. The original series, and who returned in Star Trek. Lower Decks. On Star Trek The Generation lore, Brent Spiner was the evil android twin brother of Lieutenant Commander Data, and the positronic villain even attempted to lead his own faction of Borg against the Federation. One of the worst threats the Federation ever faced was Control, the rogue AI originally built as Section 31's threat assessment system in Star Trek Discovery Season 2. Control decided to take over Section 31 and Starfleet, and it planned to wipe out all organic life in the galaxy. Control was ultimately stopped by Commander Michael Burnham, Sonequa Martin Green, as the Red Angel, and the combined forces of the USS Enterprise and the USS Discovery, although Burnham and the Disco had to permanently jump to the 32nd century to do it. Star Trek Picard Season 1 also introduced robotic aliens from another galaxy who also wanted to wipe out all organic life. Will Peanut Hamper and Agimus return in Star Trek Lower Decks? It's no coincidence that Peanut Hamper and Agimus met in Star Trek Lower Decks Season 3, Episode 7, and neither A I is seeking a mathematically perfect redemption. Rather, the twisted machines could do serious damage to the Federation if they get loose. Peanut Hamper is a disgraced Starfleet officer, and as an exocomp, she knows Starfleet security codes, has a built-in replicator, and she is diabolically resourceful at serving her selfish ends. Agimus is quite adept at manipulating technology and organic life to do his bidding. Worse, Starfleet continues to underestimate Peanut Hamper and Agimus, and they short-sightedly assume both have been neutralized at the Daystrom Institute. Star Trek Lower Decks is clearly setting up Peanut Hamper and Agimus for a comeback as big bads, perhaps in the Season 3 finale or in Season 4. Star Trek Lower Decks Season 3 streams Thursdays on Paramount+.
Bumping it, 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 bumping it.